Have you ever gone to one of those car washes? You pull in, you park, you put it in park, then everything starts moving around you, and like for split seconds, it almost feels like you're moving. You know, they have rides like that in theme parks that you sit in your seat. The seat never travels, but the videos pass on the side of you, and it shakes and different things, and it actually makes you feel like you're on a roller coaster or doing these things. And that's kind of what was going on. I don't know why, but the way the clouds were, it was making me think that we were crooked. And it's like all my senses, everything I was believing is, man, this don't seem right. But as I would glance back at that thing that shows we're stable and we're level, and I'm thank God that the pilots have to train to fly on instruments, not just by sight. And why are there those instruments there? Because sometimes what we think we're seeing could fool us. And that's how they fly at night. They have to trust the instruments and not just what they're seeing and feeling. And so that's where we have to come in life. Sometimes we think we're experiencing something. We're going through something. We believe it. I would have bet my paycheck we were at a 45-degree angle, but not according to the thing. So we need to trust the instruments of God when we're going through something, even though it does not make sense to us. And we could swear that it's not happening the way it should be, but we have to learn to trust God. So the way you navigate through this life is you trust the instruments of God to get you through. We don't live by feelings and emotions, because those will throw you way off of what reality is going on. You know, and I'm not afraid of flying and things like that. I love to fly. Here's a crazy thing. I hate heights, but I like to fly. I feel perfectly comfortable trusting a pilot in flying and things like that. But I wasn't panicked in that way. But it was kind of disturbing. It was like, I'm starting to worry here. I don't want to be on the 6 o'clock news tonight that helicopter went down. But sometimes things just don't seem right. So we understand that we need to trust in God. So thinking about, and this isn't in the computer, Brother Dwayne, I just mentioned, when Ephesians 2:10 tells us that we were created in Christ Jesus to do good works that God prepared in advance for us to do, means that God has a plan for our life. How many would say that? Right? You're born in Christ. That's every born-again believer, that you are created in Christ Jesus, born again, that God has a plan for your life, that he has good things for you, good works, and not just good works, that he has prepared for your life. So God has a path for your life. But here's the problem. It also says, comparing to our thoughts, his ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So when we have a plan for our life, and God has a plan, it's often it goes beyond our thoughts and what we understand.